The Law of Compensation, Receiving What You Deserve. Written and published by C.Irmici. Feel free to subscribe for more content. Now let's get into the book. Introduction. Understanding the Law of Compensation. Imagine a world where everything you do, every action you take, every word you speak, sets into motion a ripple that eventually returns to you in some form. Whether it's a kind gesture, a bold decision, or even a moment of hesitation, the universe is always responding. This is the heart of the law of compensation, a universal principle that ensures what you put into the world finds its way back to you, often multiplied. At its core, the law of compensation is about balance. It operates on the idea that there is an inherent fairness in the universe. What you give is what you receive, though the timing and form may not always be what you expect. This law affects every part of your life, your relationships, your career, your emotional state, and even your financial situation. The energy you invest in the world, whether it's positive or negative, eventually manifests in your experience. For many, the law of compensation can be a powerful guiding principle. It offers the reassurance that your hard work will be rewarded, your kindness will be returned, and your challenges will lead to growth. But it also comes with a responsibility to live consciously with awareness of how your thoughts, actions, and intentions create your reality. In this book, we will explore the various dimensions of the law of compensation. You'll learn how this law operates not just in theory but in practice, how to align your actions with the kind of life you want to manifest. Whether you're looking for financial abundance, emotional fulfillment, or spiritual peace, this law can guide you towards your true potential. But like any law, understanding and applying it requires knowledge, patience, and a willingness to grow. We will begin by diving into the principles of giving and receiving, exploring how what you offer to the world, whether through effort, generosity, or even a smile, always returns in some way. From there, we'll look at how intention and action work hand in hand to shape your life experiences. Along the way, you'll learn to recognize hidden forms of compensation, understand the role of karma, and discover how challenges often disguise the seeds of future rewards. It's important to remember that compensation doesn't always mean material wealth or instant gratification. Sometimes the universe compensates us with strength, wisdom, or inner peace, gifts that are often more valuable than anything money can buy. This law asks us to trust in the process and to believe that everything we do holds meaning. As you journey through this book, I encourage you to remain open. The law of compensation works best when we act from a place of sincerity, without focusing solely on the outcome. When you begin to align your actions with purpose, when you give without expectation, the universe will return your energy in ways that may surprise and inspire you. Together, we will explore how to master the art of giving and receiving, how to become a magnet for positive compensation, and how to trust in the timing of the universe. By the end of this journey, you'll have a clear understanding of how the law of compensation can lead to a more abundant, fulfilling, and balanced life. This book is not just a guide, it's an invitation. An invitation to live more consciously, to trust that what you put out into the world will always find its way back to you, and to embrace the idea that you are always deserving of what you receive. Let's begin this journey toward receiving what you truly deserve. Chapter 1. The Universal Principle of Giving and Receiving. The law of compensation is fundamentally rooted in one simple concept. What you give is what you receive. This idea may seem straightforward at first glance, but it carries profound implications for how we live our lives and what we experience. The balance between giving and receiving is not only a universal principle, it's a natural law that governs the flow of energy in our world. Many of us focus on what we want to receive, whether it's success, love, financial stability, or happiness. But how often do we think about what we're giving? This is where the magic of the law of compensation begins. To receive abundantly, we must also give abundantly, not just in material terms but through our time, energy, kindness, and presence. The ripple effect of giving. When you give something, whether it's material or emotional, you set into motion a ripple of energy. Imagine throwing a pebble into a calm pond. The ripples travel outward, touching every part of the water's surface before they eventually return to the center. The same happens with every action you take. Whether you're giving love, support, money, or even just a smile, those ripples spread far beyond what you can see and eventually they come back to you. But here's the key. The energy you give must come from a place of genuine intent. The law of compensation doesn't reward manipulation or selfishness. It responds to the purity of your motives. When you give with an open heart, without expecting anything in return, that's when the universe responds with the most abundant compensation. Many of us have experienced this without even realizing it. Think about a time when you helped someone out of pure kindness. Maybe it was a friend who needed emotional support, a stranger who needed directions, or even a small act of generosity like buying someone a coffee. Often, these moments are followed by unexpected blessings, a positive opportunity, an uplifting conversation, or simply the sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing you made a difference. This is the universal law at work. By giving freely, you've set the stage for the universe to return that energy in some form, often in ways you least expect. Aligning with the flow of abundance. One of the most important things to understand about the law of compensation is that it's about energy flow. Just like nature operates in cycles, day turns to night, seasons change, tides ebb and flow. Our lives are also governed by cycles of giving and receiving. When we give generously, we allow energy to flow outward, creating space for new energy, opportunities, and experiences to come back to us. But many of us struggle with this concept because we hold on to what we have, fearing that if we give too much, we'll be left with nothing. This mindset creates blockages. When you hoard your energy, time, or resources, you stop the natural flow and prevent the universe from bringing new abundance into your life. Think of your life as a flowing river. When you allow the water, energy, to flow freely, it stays fresh and vibrant. But if you build a dam, the water becomes stagnant. The same applies to your energy. When you hold back from giving, you create stagnation, and it becomes harder for new, positive energy to flow back to you. Giving beyond the material. When we think of giving, it's easy to focus on money or physical resources. While these are important, the law of compensation also applies to non-material forms of giving. In fact, some of the most powerful forms of giving are intangible. Consider the act of giving your time. When you offer your time to someone, whether it's through listening, supporting, or simply being present, you're offering something incredibly valuable. Time is a limited resource, and by giving it generously, you signal to the universe that you are open to receiving value in return. Similarly, emotional energy is a powerful form of giving. When you show compassion, empathy, and love, you create a positive energy that reverberates through the people around you. This emotional investment often returns in the form of stronger relationships, deeper connections, and a sense of personal fulfillment. It's also worth noting that sharing your talents or knowledge is a form of giving. When you contribute your skills, ideas, or expertise, you create opportunities not only for others to grow but for yourself as well. The universe compensates those who share their unique gifts, often with more opportunities to expand and refine those talents. Receiving with an open heart. An often overlooked part of the law of compensation is the ability to receive. Many people feel uncomfortable with receiving, especially if they feel they haven't earned it. They downplay compliments, reject offers of help, or shy away from opportunities, thinking they don't deserve them. But this mindset blocks the flow of compensation. Just as giving is an essential part of the equation, receiving is equally important. When you refuse to receive, you disrupt the natural balance of energy. The universe is constantly offering gifts, but if you're not open to receiving them, they'll pass you by. Part of living in alignment with the law of compensation is learning to receive graciously. This doesn't mean waiting passively for things to come to you. It means recognizing when opportunities arise, accepting help when needed, and acknowledging that you are worthy of the abundance that the universe is offering. By doing so, you allow the flow of energy to complete its cycle. The cycle of giving and receiving. The most powerful takeaway from understanding the universal principle of giving and receiving is recognizing that they are two sides of the same coin. You cannot give without eventually receiving, and you cannot truly receive without having given something first. By embracing both parts of the cycle, you align yourself with the natural flow of the universe, allowing abundance to enter your life in every form: material, emotional, and spiritual. In the chapters that follow, we'll explore the deeper aspects of this law, how to apply it to various areas of your life, and how to clear the blockages that may be preventing you from fully receiving what you deserve. Remember, the universe is always working in your favor, responding to the energy you put out into the world. So, the next time you offer something, whether it's your time, energy, or resources, do it with the confidence that the universe is already working on returning that energy to you. And when the time comes to receive, do so with an open heart, knowing that you are deserving of all the abundance life has to offer. Chapter 2: The Power of Intentions and Actions. While the law of compensation ensures that what you give comes back to you, the quality of what you receive is largely influenced by the intentions behind your actions. It's not just what you do that matters, it's why and how you do it. Your intentions are like seeds planted in the soil of the universe, and the actions you take to nurture those seeds determine what kind of harvest you will reap. In this chapter, we will explore how the energy behind your intentions shapes your reality, and why it's crucial to align your actions with positive, purposeful motivations. This is where the law of compensation becomes a powerful tool for conscious living, enabling you to attract the kind of compensation that not only meets your material needs but also enriches your life on a deeper level. The hidden power of intentions. Every action begins with an intention. Whether you realize it or not, there's always a motivation behind what you do. Sometimes, these intentions are clear and focused, such as when you set a goal to achieve something specific. Other times, your intentions may be subconscious, driven by underlying beliefs or emotions that you may not be fully aware of. The universe doesn't just respond to your actions, it responds to the energy behind those actions. If you give with an open heart and a genuine desire to help, the energy you're putting out is positive, and the compensation that returns to you will carry that same positive vibration. However, if you give out of obligation, guilt, or an expectation of something in return, the energy is different and so is the result. This is why self-awareness is so important. To fully align with the law of compensation, you must take the time to reflect on the motivations behind your actions. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? What do I hope to achieve? Am I acting out of fear, greed, or insecurity? Or am I acting out of love, generosity, and a genuine desire to contribute to the well-being of others? When your intentions are rooted in positive energy, the universe responds in kind, often in ways that are more abundant and fulfilling than you could have imagined. Intention versus expectation. One of the key distinctions in applying the law of compensation is understanding the difference between intention and expectation. While intention is about setting a purpose for your actions, expectation is about focusing on the outcome. When you act with intention but without attachment to the result, you allow the universe to return compensation in its own time and form. On the other hand, acting with an expectation of what you should receive can create frustration and disappointment if things don't unfold as you had hoped. This is because expectations are often tied to a specific outcome, limiting the infinite possibilities that the universe can offer. For example, let's say you put in extra hours at work hoping to be recognized with a promotion. If your focus is solely on that expectation, you might miss other forms of compensation that could come your way, perhaps in the form of new skills, deeper professional relationships, or unexpected opportunities outside of work. When you shift from expectation to intention, you free yourself from disappointment and open yourself to the universe's wisdom. Instead of asking, "What will I get from this?" you ask, "How can I give in the best possible way?" This subtle shift in mindset allows you to act with clarity and purpose, trusting that the compensation will arrive in the perfect form, even if it's not what you originally envisioned. Aligned actions, the bridge between intention and results. While intentions set the stage for what you receive, action is the bridge that brings those intentions to life. The law of compensation works through the energy you put out into the world, and that energy is expressed through your actions. Simply having good intentions is not enough. Those intentions must be backed by aligned, meaningful actions. This is where many people get stuck. They have the desire to receive abundance, success, or happiness, but they fail to take the necessary steps to make those desires a reality. The universe can only respond to the energy you give, and that energy is most powerful when it is translated into action. Think of a farmer who plants seeds in a field. The intention is clear: to grow crops. But if the farmer doesn't water the seeds, tend to the soil, and protect the crops from pests, those seeds will never grow no matter how pure the intention. Similarly, You must nurture your intentions with consistent, purposeful action if you want to see them manifest in your life. The role of consistency and effort. The law of compensation rewards not only the quality of your actions but also the consistency of your efforts. It's not enough to give once and expect a lifetime of rewards. The universe operates on a continuous cycle of giving and receiving, and so must you. Consistency builds momentum, and over time, small, intentional actions compound into larger rewards. Whether it's working toward a career goal, nurturing a relationship, or developing a new skill, your ongoing commitment to your intentions is what ultimately brings about the results you seek. Consider a person who wants to improve their health. If they eat one healthy meal or exercise for a single day, they won't see lasting results. But if they consistently make healthy choices over time, the cumulative effect will lead to better health, more energy, and overall well-being. The same principle applies to every area of your life. The universe doesn't operate on shortcuts or quick fixes. It rewards those who are willing to invest time and effort in their growth. Your compensation may not arrive immediately, but with patience and persistence, it will come, often in greater measure than you anticipated. Aligning intentions with higher purpose. While it's natural to have personal desires, whether for financial security, love, or success, one of the most powerful ways to activate the law of compensation is to align your intentions with a higher purpose. When your actions serve not only your own needs but also contribute to the greater good, the universe responds with even greater abundance. This is because the energy of the universe is expansive. It supports growth, connection, and contribution. When you act in ways that uplift others, support your community, or contribute to the well-being of the planet, you tap into a higher level of energy. This higher vibration not only benefits others but also brings more fulfillment, opportunities, and resources into your life. Think of people who have dedicated their lives to helping others, philanthropists, social activists, or even those who quietly serve their communities. Often, these individuals are richly rewarded, not just in material terms but in the form of deep satisfaction, meaningful relationships, and a sense of purpose that money can't buy. Their compensation comes from living in alignment with their highest intentions, serving both themselves and the world. The feedback loop, how your actions shape your reality. The law of compensation is essentially a feedback loop. The energy you put out into the world through your actions and intentions comes back to you, often amplified. If you act with love, kindness, and generosity, the universe reflects that energy back in the form of abundance and joy. Conversely, if your actions are motivated by fear, greed, or negativity, the compensation will reflect that energy as well. This is why it's so important to take responsibility for the energy you put out. Every thought, word, and action is a signal you send to the universe, and the universe responds in kind. By cultivating positive intentions and aligning them with purposeful actions, you create a reality that is rich in positive compensation. Trusting the process. As you align your intentions and actions with the law of compensation, it's essential to trust the process. Compensation may not always come in the way you expect or on the timeline you prefer. Sometimes the rewards are immediate, other times they take longer to manifest. But trust that the universe is always working in your favor, and that every positive action you take is setting in motion a return of energy that will eventually come back to you. By focusing on the quality of your intentions and the consistency of your actions, you create a life that is in harmony with the natural flow of the universe. And in doing so, you open the door to receiving the compensation you truly deserve, whether it's material wealth, emotional fulfillment, or spiritual growth. Chapter 3: Financial and Material Compensation. One of the most commonly sought-after forms of compensation is financial abundance. We live in a world where money and material wealth often define success, stability, and opportunity. However, the law of compensation goes deeper than just accumulating wealth. It speaks to how we earn and attract financial abundance through aligned actions, positive energy, and conscious intention. In this chapter, we'll explore how the law of compensation operates in the realm of money and material wealth. You'll learn that financial abundance isn't just about working harder or longer hours but about aligning your energy and actions with the flow of prosperity. By understanding this law, you can transform your relationship with money and allow abundance to come naturally into your life. Money as energy. shifting your perspective. Before diving into the principles of financial compensation, it's important to shift your mindset around money. Many people view money as a limited resource, something that must be chased or hoarded. This mindset creates a scarcity mentality, which blocks the flow of financial abundance. Instead, try to see money as energy. Like all forms of energy, money flows where there is space for it, where it's appreciated, and where it's put to good use. When you see money as energy, you recognize that it's not inherently good or bad. It's simply a tool that can amplify your intentions. For example, if you use money with the intention of creating value, whether by starting a business, supporting your family, or helping others, it flows more easily into your life. But if you cling to it out of fear or use it for selfish reasons, that flow becomes blocked. The law of compensation responds to how you relate to money and how you use it to create positive outcomes for yourself and others. Creating value, the foundation of financial compensation. At the heart of financial compensation is the principle of creating value. The more value you provide to the world, the more the universe compensates you in the form of money, resources, or opportunities. This is a fundamental aspect of the law of compensation in the financial realm. Value can take many forms. It could be the quality of the work you provide, the solutions you offer, or the way you make others feel. Whatever you do, when your actions create value for others, compensation flows naturally in return. Consider some of the most successful people in business or entrepreneurship. Their wealth isn't just the result of hard work. It's the result of creating value on a large scale. Whether through innovative products, helpful services, or life-changing technologies, they've found ways to meet the needs of others, and in doing so, they've been richly compensated. But value doesn't have to be on a global scale. Even small acts of value can lead to meaningful compensation. When you do your job well, serve your customers with care, or help a colleague, you're creating value. And while compensation might not always be immediate, the universe takes note of your efforts and eventually rewards you. The role of effort and skill. While the law of compensation rewards the value you create, it also recognizes the effort and skill you bring to the table. Hard work, perseverance, and continuous learning are essential to receiving financial compensation. However, it's important to note that the quality of your efforts matters more than the sheer quantity of hours you put in. It's not about working yourself to exhaustion. It's about working smart, focusing on activities that create the most value and aligning your efforts with your strengths and passions. The universe rewards those who put in the effort, but it also rewards those who work in alignment with their true calling. Skill development is a crucial part of this equation. The more you refine your talents, the more valuable you become in your field, and the more opportunities for compensation arise. Whether you're an artist, an entrepreneur, or a teacher, continuous improvement and mastery of your craft increase the flow of abundance in your life. The law of compensation in business and career. In the context of business and career, the law of compensation is straightforward. The more value you bring to your work, the more you'll be compensated either financially or through opportunities for advancement. This principle applies whether you're working for someone else or running your own business. For employees, compensation is often tied to performance. The more you contribute to the success of your company or organization, the more you're likely to be compensated with raises, bonuses, promotions, or recognition. But beyond just performance, your attitude, collaboration, and ability to solve problems all play a role in how you are compensated. If you're a business owner or entrepreneur, your financial compensation is directly tied to how well you meet the needs of your customers or clients. When you focus on solving problems, delivering quality products or services, and creating a positive experience for others, you align yourself with the flow of financial abundance. However, it's important to approach business and career with integrity. The law of compensation doesn't reward shortcuts, dishonesty, or exploitation. In the long run, only those who act with honesty, fairness, and a genuine desire to create value are truly rewarded with sustainable financial success. Overcoming financial blockages. Many people struggle with financial compensation because they unknowingly carry mental or emotional blockages that prevent money from flowing into their lives. These blockages often stem from negative beliefs about money, such as money is evil, rich people are greedy, or I don't deserve to be wealthy. These limiting beliefs create an energetic barrier that keeps financial abundance at bay. To overcome these blockages, you need to change your mindset and develop a healthy relationship with money. Start by examining your beliefs around wealth and success. Are they rooted in fear, guilt, or scarcity? If so, begin the process of reprogramming your thoughts to align with abundance. A powerful tool for doing this is gratitude. When you're grateful for the money and resources you already have, no matter how small, you open yourself to receiving more. Gratitude shifts your energy from lack to abundance, allowing money to flow more easily into your life. Another way to overcome financial blockages is to let go of fear. Many people hold on to money tightly, afraid of losing it or not having enough. This scarcity mindset creates a sense of contraction, which blocks the natural flow of abundance. To invite financial compensation into your life, you must trust that there is always enough and that the universe is capable of providing for you. Generosity, a key to unlocking abundance. One of the most powerful ways to activate the law of compensation in your financial life is through generosity. When you give freely, whether through donations, helping others in need, or even offering your time and expertise, you send a signal to the universe that you trust in the flow of abundance. Generosity creates space for more wealth to enter your life. It's important to give without expectation. True generosity comes from a place of love, not from a desire to receive something in return. However, the universe naturally compensates acts of generosity, often in ways that are unexpected. This doesn't mean you should give beyond your means or give to the point of sacrificing your own well-being. Instead, focus on giving in ways that feel aligned and authentic to you. Whether it's donating to a cause you care about, supporting a friend, or sharing your knowledge, acts of generosity help circulate the flow of abundance in the world, and you will find that it flows back to you in surprising and beautiful ways. Attracting financial abundance through alignment. Ultimately, financial and material compensation is about alignment. When your intentions, actions, and mindset are in harmony with the energy of abundance, money flows into your life naturally. This doesn't mean you won't face challenges or setbacks, but when you are aligned with the flow of the universe, you can trust that financial compensation will come, often in ways you couldn't have predicted. Focus on creating value, improving your skills, and nurturing a positive relationship with money. Give generously, act with integrity, and trust in the process. As you align yourself with these principles, you will begin to attract the financial compensation you deserve, not just to meet your material needs but to live a life of abundance, freedom, and fulfillment. Chapter 4. Emotional Compensation, Healing and Growth. While financial compensation is often what people think of first when discussing the law of compensation, the emotional rewards we receive in life are equally, if not more, significant. Emotional compensation refers to the return of positive energy, emotional healing, and personal growth that come from the effort we put into our relationships, our self-development, and how we care for our mental and emotional well-being. In this chapter, we'll explore how the law of compensation applies to our emotional lives, how acts of kindness, forgiveness, and self-love are compensated in ways that foster emotional healing and personal growth, and how your emotional investments in yourself and others are returned many-fold. Emotional investments and returns. Much like with money, we make emotional investments in our relationships, work, and personal growth. Whether it's showing love, support, patience, or empathy to others, these emotional acts ripple through our lives and come back to us in different forms of compensation. The law of compensation guarantees that when you pour positive energy into others, whether through encouragement, kindness, or simply being present for them in their time of need, this energy will eventually return to you. It might come back in the form of stronger relationships, a more supportive social circle, or even a deeper sense of self-worth and fulfillment. On the other hand, negative emotional investments such as resentment, anger, or bitterness can return to you as feelings of isolation, ongoing frustration, or a lack of connection. This is why it's so important to be mindful of the emotional energy you put out into the world. While financial rewards can be quantified, emotional compensation is more subtle but no less valuable. A genuine smile, a sense of inner peace, or the joy of a deep connection with someone else are priceless rewards that money simply cannot buy. The power of kindness and compassion. Acts of kindness and compassion are among the most powerful ways to activate the law of compensation on an emotional level. When you show kindness to others without expecting anything in return, you are creating an emotional currency that will be repaid in ways that nurture your heart and soul. Kindness has a boomerang effect. The positive energy you put out into the world through simple acts like listening to someone's troubles, offering words of encouragement, or even a random act of generosity often comes back to you when you least expect it. You might receive support during a difficult time, experience unexpected moments of happiness, or simply feel a deep sense of emotional fulfillment. Studies have even shown that practicing kindness and compassion can have tangible benefits for your emotional health. It releases oxytocin, sometimes called the love hormone, which reduces stress and helps you feel more connected to those around you. In this way, kindness not only compensates you with stronger relationships but also with greater emotional resilience and well-being. Healing through forgiveness. One of the most challenging, yet most rewarding forms of emotional compensation comes through the act of forgiveness. Holding on to resentment, anger, or grudges is like carrying a heavy burden. It drains your emotional energy and blocks the flow of positive compensation. By forgiving others, you free yourself from this emotional weight, creating space for healing and peace. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing hurtful behavior or allowing others to take advantage of you. Rather, it's about letting go of the emotional attachment to past wrongs, allowing you to move forward without being weighed down by negative emotions. When you forgive, you're releasing yourself from the emotional chains of the past and opening up to the possibility of receiving emotional compensation in the form of peace, freedom, and personal growth. The universe rewards those who forgive with emotional clarity and the opportunity to rebuild relationships or create healthier emotional patterns in the future. This act of letting go allows the positive energy of love, acceptance, and peace to flow back into your life. Emotional compensation in relationships. Our relationships are one of the most significant areas where the law of compensation is at work. Every relationship is a form of emotional exchange, whether it's with a partner, a friend, or a family member. What you give emotionally to those relationships is often mirrored back to you, sometimes directly and other times in unexpected ways. When you invest in a relationship through acts of love, support, and understanding, that emotional investment strengthens the bond and enriches your life. Healthy relationships are built on mutual emotional compensation, where both people give and receive in ways that uplift one another. However, not all relationships are emotionally balanced. Some people may take more than they give, leaving you feeling drained or unappreciated. In these cases, it's important to recognize when your emotional investment isn't being reciprocated and to set healthy boundaries. The law of compensation teaches us that emotional energy, like any other form of energy, should flow both ways. Self-love, the foundation of emotional abundance. While it's important to invest emotionally in others, one of the most vital forms of emotional compensation comes from the relationship you have with yourself. Self-love and self-care are often overlooked, but they are foundational to emotional well-being. When you treat yourself with kindness, patience, and respect, the universe responds by returning emotional abundance in the form of confidence, resilience, and inner peace. Self-love isn't about being selfish or indulgent. It's about recognizing your own worth and ensuring that you're emotionally nourished so that you can give freely to others. If you constantly neglect your own needs in favor of pleasing others, you create an emotional deficit that leads to burnout and resentment. The law of compensation reminds us that taking care of ourselves emotionally is just as important as caring for others. By practicing self-compassion, setting healthy boundaries, and making time for activities that nurture your emotional well-being, you open yourself to receiving emotional rewards such as joy, contentment, and a deeper connection with your inner self. The emotional growth that comes from challenges. Life is full of emotional challenges, whether it's dealing with loss, navigating difficult relationships, or facing personal insecurities. While these challenges may feel overwhelming, they also present an opportunity for emotional growth. The law of compensation ensures that the emotional energy you invest in overcoming these obstacles is returned to you in the form of greater emotional strength, wisdom, and resilience. In times of hardship, it's easy to focus on the pain or discomfort you're experiencing. However, the universe often compensates us for our emotional struggles by providing valuable life lessons, personal insights, and inner strength. These rewards may not be immediately visible, but they are part of the compensation process that helps you grow into a more emotionally mature and grounded person. For example, someone who goes through the loss of a loved one may feel immense emotional pain. But over time, the process of healing can bring about a deeper appreciation for life, stronger relationships, and an ability to support others through similar experiences. This emotional growth is a form of compensation that often arises from the most difficult experiences. Practicing emotional gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful practice for amplifying the emotional compensation you receive. When you focus on what you're grateful for, whether it's a supportive relationship, a moment of happiness, or personal growth, you align yourself with the energy of abundance. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating an emotional feedback loop that attracts more positive energy into your life. Gratitude also helps you to appreciate the emotional compensation you may have overlooked. Sometimes we're so focused on material or financial rewards that we fail to recognize the emotional wealth we've already received. By cultivating gratitude for the emotional connections, growth, and inner peace you've experienced, you open yourself up to receiving even more. Conclusion: receiving emotional compensation. Emotional compensation is an ongoing process that reflects the energy you invest in yourself, others, and your personal growth. By practicing kindness, forgiveness, self-love, and gratitude, you activate the law of compensation in ways that enrich your emotional life. The rewards may come in the form of deeper connections, inner peace, or emotional resilience, but rest assured that the universe will always return the energy you put out in ways that nurture your heart and soul. As you move through life, remember that emotional compensation is not only about what you give to others, it's about how you treat yourself and how you navigate the challenges that come your way. By living with emotional awareness and intention, you can create a life that is rich in emotional abundance, healing, and personal growth. Chapter 5. Overcoming Challenges, the Hidden Rewards. Life's challenges often feel like setbacks, roadblocks, or burdens that we wish to avoid. Yet, under the surface, these obstacles hold the potential for some of the most profound forms of compensation. The law of compensation ensures that the energy and effort you invest in overcoming difficulties are returned to you in the form of emotional strength, wisdom, and future opportunities. It is in the trials of life that we often find our greatest growth. In this chapter, we will explore how challenges are part of the compensation process, how to shift your perspective on adversity, and how to harness difficulties as stepping stones toward a richer, more fulfilling life. The hidden rewards embedded in life's toughest moments are often the keys to unlocking your true potential. Challenges as opportunities for growth. When we face challenges, it's natural to feel frustrated, defeated, or even hopeless. However, the law of compensation teaches us that challenges are often disguised opportunities. Every obstacle presents the chance to learn something new, develop a skill, or grow emotionally. The universe compensates us for the energy we invest in navigating these challenges, but we must be open to recognizing the hidden rewards that come from them. Consider a situation where you face a major setback, perhaps a failed business venture or the loss of a job. At first glance, this might seem like a negative event with no positive outcome. But often, these experiences are gateways to greater opportunities. Many successful people look back at their failures as pivotal moments that pushed them in a new direction, one that ultimately led to greater success than they could have imagined. The universe often closes one door to open another. The challenges you face are part of the process of moving you closer to your highest potential, and the compensation that follows is not just about overcoming the obstacle but about the growth, wisdom, and resilience you gain along the way. The mindset shift, seeing challenges as gifts. The key to unlocking the hidden rewards and challenges lies in how you perceive them. When you see difficulties as personal failures or punishments, it's easy to get stuck in negative thinking, which blocks the flow of compensation. But when you start viewing challenges as gifts from the universe, opportunities to grow, learn, and evolve, you begin to align yourself with the energy of transformation. This mindset shift is essential in working with the law of compensation. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this experience?" By doing so, you open yourself up to the hidden rewards that are waiting to emerge from the situation. For example, someone who goes through a painful breakup might initially feel devastated, but over time, they may discover that the experience taught them about self-worth, boundaries, and what they truly want in a partner. The breakup, difficult as it was, became a stepping stone toward a healthier and more fulfilling relationship in the future. The universe compensates those who are willing to grow through their challenges. The more you embrace this perspective, the more easily you'll find the hidden rewards in even the most difficult situations. Resilience, the hidden power of perseverance. One of the greatest rewards that come from overcoming challenges is the development of resilience. Resilience is the emotional and mental strength that allows you to bounce back from setbacks and continue moving forward, no matter how tough the journey may be. The law of compensation recognizes resilience as one of the most valuable traits you can cultivate. Every time you face a challenge and push through it, you're building your capacity to handle future obstacles with greater ease and grace. The universe compensates you for your perseverance by making you stronger, wiser, and more adaptable. Resilience also opens the door to new opportunities. When you demonstrate the ability to handle life's ups and downs, you become more open to taking risks, exploring new paths, and embracing change. This kind of emotional flexibility allows you to see opportunities where others might see only difficulties. In turn, the universe rewards you with greater opportunities for growth and success. Challenges and karma. Clearing the way for future rewards. Challenges are often linked to the concept of karma. Karma, in its simplest form, is the idea that your actions, positive or negative, create ripples in the universe that return to you over time. Sometimes, the challenges we face are the result of past actions, both in this lifetime and beyond. However, the law of compensation works hand in hand with karma to bring balance to your life. When you confront challenges head-on, you are often working through old karmic energy, clearing away blockages that may have been holding you back. The effort you put into resolving these challenges is compensated with new opportunities, a lighter karmic load, and a sense of freedom from past limitations. Think of it this way: every challenge you overcome is a step closer to living in alignment with your highest self. The universe rewards your effort by clearing obstacles from your path, opening doors to new possibilities, and helping you to evolve on both a spiritual and emotional level. Harnessing the power of patience and trust. One of the most difficult aspects of facing challenges is the uncertainty that often accompanies them. You may not know how long the struggle will last, what the outcome will be, or how you'll be compensated for your efforts. This is where patience and trust become essential. The law of compensation doesn't always provide immediate rewards. Sometimes the compensation comes much later, after the challenge has passed, and the lessons have been learned. In these moments, it's important to trust that the universe is always working in your favor, even if you can't see the results right away. Patience is an act of faith. It allows you to stay present in the process, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. The universe compensates those who trust the process by bringing them the right opportunities at the right time. It might not always align with your preferred timeline, but the rewards will come when they are most needed. Challenges as catalysts for personal transformation. Some of the most profound forms of compensation come not in the form of material rewards but in personal transformation. Challenges often push us to confront parts of ourselves that we may have ignored or avoided. Whether it's developing inner strength, confronting fears, or learning to let go, these experiences change us in ways that are deeply meaningful. The law of compensation ensures that the energy you invest in your personal transformation is returned to you in the form of greater self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and spiritual growth. These rewards may not be as tangible as a promotion or financial gain, but they are invaluable in helping you navigate life with clarity and purpose. Consider the story of someone who faces a major health crisis. While the physical and emotional toll can be overwhelming, many people who go through such experiences emerge with a renewed sense of purpose, a deeper appreciation for life, and a greater connection to their inner strength. The challenge, while difficult, became a catalyst for profound personal growth and transformation. Gratitude for challenges. Unlocking hidden rewards. While it might seem counterintuitive, gratitude for challenges can be one of the most powerful ways to unlock the hidden rewards they contain. When you approach a challenge with gratitude, you're acknowledging that it's part of your journey, and you're open to receiving the lessons and rewards it offers. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's going wrong to what you can gain from the experience. It helps you stay positive and resilient, even in the face of adversity, and it signals to the universe that you're ready to receive the compensation that comes with overcoming difficulties. By practicing gratitude for the challenges in your life, you align yourself with the flow of positive compensation. Whether it's personal growth, emotional healing, or new opportunities, gratitude opens the door to receiving the hidden rewards that come from navigating life's obstacles. Embracing the gifts of life's challenges. Challenges are an inevitable part of life, but they don't have to be seen as setbacks. The law of compensation teaches us that every challenge contains hidden rewards, whether it's in the form of resilience, personal transformation, or karmic clearing. The energy you invest in overcoming difficulties is always returned to you, often in ways that are more valuable than you initially realize. By shifting your mindset to see challenges as opportunities for growth and trusting in the process, you align yourself with the natural flow of compensation. The universe is always working in your favor even when life feels difficult. Embrace the lessons, the growth, and the hidden rewards, and you'll find that the toughest challenges can lead to the greatest personal and emotional rewards. Chapter 6. Karma and Compensation. The concept of karma has been central to many spiritual traditions for centuries, embodying the idea that every action has consequences, whether positive or negative. Karma is often described as the energetic imprint left behind by your thoughts, actions, and intentions. While karma operates on a universal level, it's closely intertwined with the law of compensation. In essence, karma is the long-term mechanism by which the universe ensures that every action is met with a corresponding result. What you give is what you receive. In this chapter, we'll explore the connection between karma and the law of compensation. We'll dive into how karma influences your life, the role of intentions and actions in creating karmic cycles, and how you can use the law of compensation to break negative patterns and create positive outcomes in both the present and the future. Karma, a system of universal balance. Karma can be thought of as the universe's system of balance. It's the idea that every thought, word, and action you put out into the world carries energy, and that energy will return to you in some form. When you act with positive intentions, such as kindness, compassion, or generosity, that energy creates positive karma, which the universe compensates with positive outcomes such as joy, success, or abundance. Conversely, negative actions such as anger, greed, or deceit create negative karma, which can manifest in difficult circumstances, emotional pain, or obstacles in your life. Karma isn't about punishment or reward. It's simply the universe's way of maintaining balance. The law of compensation ensures that the energy you emit through your actions is always returned to you. This means that karma plays a crucial role in determining the quality of the compensation you receive. Positive karma leads to positive compensation, while negative karma brings challenges and difficulties. Breaking negative karmic cycles. One of the most powerful aspects of karma is that it's not permanent. While you may have accumulated negative karma from past actions, whether in this life or in previous ones, you have the power to break negative karmic cycles and create positive karma through conscious action and intention. The first step in breaking a negative karmic cycle is to become aware of the patterns that are repeating in your life. Are there areas where you consistently face challenges? Do you find yourself stuck in negative relationships or unhealthy habits? These patterns are often signs of unresolved karmic energy that is manifesting through the law of compensation. Once you recognize these patterns, you can begin the process of breaking the cycle by making conscious, positive choices. This might involve practicing forgiveness, letting go of negative emotions, or changing behaviors that are rooted in fear or anger. By shifting your actions and intentions toward positivity, you start to transform the karmic energy around you. The universe compensates those who work to resolve their karma with opportunities for growth, healing, and a clearer path forward. As you break free from negative patterns, you open yourself to receiving positive compensation in the form of new relationships, fresh opportunities, and a greater sense of inner peace. Creating positive karma through conscious action. Just as negative actions create negative karma, positive actions create positive karma. The law of compensation guarantees that when you act with love, kindness, and integrity, the universe will return that energy to you in the form of positive experiences. Creating positive karma doesn't require grand gestures. It's about the consistency of your everyday actions. Simple acts of kindness, a genuine smile, helping someone in need, or choosing patience over frustration all contribute to building positive karma. It's important to note that your intentions behind your actions matter just as much as the actions themselves. The universe compensates the energy you emit, so if you act kindly but with the expectation of something in return, the energy you're putting out is not purely positive. True positive karma is built on actions that come from a place of genuine care and love, without attachment to the outcome. When you live in alignment with positive karma, you naturally begin to attract positive experiences into your life. This might come in the form of supportive relationships, unexpected opportunities, or even material abundance. The law of compensation works hand in hand with karma to ensure that every positive action you take is eventually returned to you in a meaningful way. Karma and relationships. Karma is often most visible in our relationships. Whether with family, friends, or romantic partners, the energy we invest in our relationships is reflected back to us through the people we interact with. If you find yourself experiencing repeated conflicts or difficulties in your relationships, it may be a sign of unresolved karmic energy. The law of compensation ensures that the emotional energy you put into relationships comes back to you. If you approach relationships with love, understanding, and patience, the universe compensates you with deeper connections, emotional fulfillment, and healthier relationships. Conversely, if your relationships are filled with anger, resentment, or manipulation, the karmic energy generated will return in the form of continued struggles and dissatisfaction. It's important to recognize that karma in relationships isn't about blaming others or labeling experiences as goods or bad. Instead, it's about understanding that every interaction is an opportunity to create positive energy. By practicing forgiveness, empathy, and communication, you can resolve karmic imbalances in your relationships and attract positive emotional compensation. Healing karma from past lives. Many spiritual traditions believe that karma extends beyond just this lifetime and that the challenges and rewards you experience in this life may be influenced by karma from previous lives. This idea suggests that unresolved karmic energy can carry over from one lifetime to the next, and the law of compensation ensures that this energy is eventually balanced, whether in this life or the next. While it's not necessary to believe in past lives to benefit from understanding karma, the concept can offer a helpful perspective on why certain challenges persist in your life. If you find yourself facing recurring issues or obstacles that seem out of proportion to your actions in this life, it could be an indication of past life karma that is playing out through the law of compensation. Healing past life karma involves the same principles as healing present life karma: conscious action, forgiveness, and the creation of positive energy. By living in alignment with love, kindness, and integrity, you can resolve karmic energy from the past and free yourself from patterns that may have followed you into this lifetime. Karma and the present moment. While karma often reflects the cumulative effects of your past actions, the law of compensation reminds us that the present moment is always the most powerful place to make a change. You are not bound by your past karma. Every action you take today has the potential to create a new karmic cycle, one that is aligned with positive energy and abundance. By focusing on the present and making conscious choices that reflect your highest values, you can create a positive karmic future for yourself. Whether it's through acts of kindness, self-improvement, or personal responsibility, every moment is an opportunity to plant the seeds of positive karma. The universe is always ready to compensate you for your efforts to live in alignment with love and truth. Even if you've accumulated negative karma in the past, the present moment offers a chance to transform your energy and create a new path forward. The role of patience in karmic compensation. Karmic compensation doesn't always happen immediately. Just as seeds take time to grow into fruit-bearing plants, your actions, positive or negative, may take time to return to you. This is where patience becomes essential. Trust that the universe is always working in your favor and that the compensation for your actions will arrive when the time is right. Sometimes you may not see the results of your positive actions for weeks, months, or even years. But rest assured that the law of compensation is always at work. The energy you put into the universe is constantly creating ripples that will eventually return to you. By practicing patience and staying aligned with positive karma, you can trust that the rewards will come, often when you least expect them. Living in harmony with karma and compensation. Karma and the law of compensation are deeply connected forces that shape the experiences of your life. Every action, thought, and intention you put into the world creates an energetic imprint, and that energy is always returned to you in some form. By living with awareness, making conscious choices, and aligning your actions with positive intentions, you can create a life that is rich in positive karma and meaningful compensation. The process of creating and resolving karma is ongoing, but with every positive action you take, you contribute to a brighter, more abundant future. Remember, the universe is always balancing the scales, and the energy you invest in yourself, others, and the world will eventually be returned to you, often in ways that exceed your expectations. Chapter 7. Aligning with the energy of abundance. At the core of the law of compensation is the principle that the energy you emit, through your thoughts, actions, and beliefs, determines what you attract into your life. Abundance, in all its forms, is not merely about having more wealth or material possessions. It's a state of being that aligns with the flow of the universe. When you align your energy with abundance, you open the door to receiving compensation that goes beyond financial gain, encompassing emotional fulfillment, personal growth, and spiritual peace. In this chapter, we'll explore how to align your energy with abundance, the mindset shifts required to break free from scarcity thinking, and practical steps you can take to allow abundance to flow naturally into your life. By tapping into the energy of abundance, you become a magnet for the positive compensation that the universe is always ready to offer. Understanding the energy of abundance. Abundance is more than just a material state, it's a vibration. Everything in the universe is made of energy, and this energy vibrates at different frequencies. Abundance exists at a higher frequency, one that is characterized by feelings of gratitude, generosity, and trust. When you align your energy with these higher vibrations, you naturally attract abundance in various forms. It's important to recognize that abundance is not limited to money or material possessions. It includes emotional wealth, like love and connection, intellectual wealth, such as knowledge and creativity, and spiritual wealth, which is a sense of inner peace and fulfillment. True abundance is holistic and touches every aspect of your life. When you are in a state of alignment with abundance, you feel supported by the universe. You understand that there is always enough, and that the universe is infinitely capable of providing for your needs. This mindset shift from scarcity to abundance is key to unlocking the flow of compensation in your life. Shifting from scarcity to abundance thinking. One of the biggest obstacles to aligning with the energy of abundance is the mindset of scarcity. Scarcity thinking is rooted in the belief that there isn't enough, whether it's enough money, opportunities, love, or time. This mentality leads to fear, competition, and a constant feeling of lack, which blocks the flow of abundance into your life. To align with abundance, you must shift from scarcity thinking to abundance thinking. This begins with recognizing that the universe is limitless. There is more than enough for everyone, and by celebrating the success, wealth, and happiness of others, you invite those same experiences into your own life. Scarcity thinking often manifests as fear. Fear of failure, fear of not being enough, or fear of losing what you have. These fears create energetic blockages that prevent the universe from compensating you fully. To overcome this, practice trusting the universe. Trust that whatever you need will come to you in the right time and form, and that your efforts will always be compensated. Gratitude, the foundation of abundance. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to align your energy with abundance. When you are grateful for what you already have, you are sending out the message to the universe that you are open to receiving more. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life, creating a positive feedback loop that attracts even more abundance. It's important to practice gratitude not only for material things but also for emotional and spiritual blessings. Take time each day to acknowledge the people in your life, the opportunities you've been given, and the personal growth you've experienced. This simple act of appreciation raises your vibrational frequency and aligns you with the energy of abundance. One way to deepen your practice of gratitude is to express it openly. Whether it's thanking someone for their help, writing in a gratitude journal, or simply acknowledging your own efforts, expressing gratitude creates more space for abundance to flow. The universe responds to gratitude by offering more opportunities, relationships, and experiences that align with your positive energy. Generosity, creating the flow of abundance. Another key element of aligning with abundance is generosity. When you give freely, whether it's your time, energy, knowledge, or resources, you create an energetic flow that invites more abundance into your life. Generosity signals to the universe that you trust in the infinite supply of resources, and the universe compensates that trust by providing even more. Generosity is not about giving to receive, it's about creating circulation. Just as a river flows freely and sustains life, the energy of abundance flows when it's in motion. When you hold on to things too tightly, out of fear that you won't have enough, you block that flow. But when you give with an open heart, you keep the energy moving, and the universe compensates your generosity by sending more your way. It's important to note that generosity doesn't have to involve money. You can be generous with your time, offering support to a friend, or with your talents, sharing your skills with others. The universe recognizes all forms of giving and rewards you in kind. When you give from a place of love and abundance, you align with the flow of compensation that the universe is constantly offering. Visualizing abundance, a tool for manifestation. Visualization is a powerful tool for aligning with the energy of abundance. When you visualize yourself living in a state of abundance, whether it's financial, emotional, or spiritual, you are sending a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. The law of compensation responds to this signal by bringing opportunities that align with the energy you're emitting. To practice visualization, take time each day to close your eyes and imagine yourself experiencing the abundance you desire. See yourself living the life you want, feeling the emotions associated with abundance, and embracing the opportunities that come your way. The more vivid and detailed your visualization, the stronger the signal you send to the universe. It's important to couple visualization with emotion. Feel the joy, gratitude, and excitement that come with abundance, as these emotions raise your vibrational frequency. Visualization works best when it's done from a place of expectation, not just hope. Expect that abundance is already on its way to you, and the universe will respond by aligning you with the compensation you deserve. Letting go of control, trusting the process. One of the most challenging aspects of aligning with abundance is learning to let go of control. Many people block the flow of compensation because they try to control how and when abundance will show up in their lives. This creates resistance and prevents the universe from delivering what's truly in alignment with their highest good. The law of compensation works best when you allow the universe to guide the process. Trust that the universe knows what's best for you, and that compensation may come in unexpected ways. Sometimes what we think we need is not what the universe has in store for us, but by letting go of control and trusting the process, we open ourselves to receiving even greater abundance than we could have imagined. Surrender is a key part of aligning with the energy of abundance. This doesn't mean giving up on your desires, but rather releasing the need to micromanage every detail of how they will unfold. When you let go of the how and focus on the what you want to experience, feel, and attract, you allow the universe to bring compensation in ways that are perfectly aligned with your highest purpose. Embracing the flow of abundance in all areas of life. Abundance is not limited to one area of your life. When you align with the energy of abundance, it begins to flow into every aspect: financial, emotional, spiritual, and even physical. You'll find that abundance shows up in ways you didn't expect, such as improved health, deeper relationships, or creative opportunities. To fully embrace the flow of abundance, it's important to cultivate a mindset of receiving. Many people block the flow of compensation by feeling unworthy of abundance, or by turning down opportunities because they feel they don't deserve them. The universe is always ready to give, but you must be open to receiving. By believing that you are worthy of abundance in all its forms, you create a clear channel for the universe to deliver the compensation you desire. Living in the energy of abundance. Aligning with the energy of abundance is a practice that begins with shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance, cultivating gratitude, and practicing generosity. When you see the universe as an infinite source of support, you open yourself to receiving compensation in ways that touch every part of your life. By visualizing abundance, trusting the process and embracing the flow of energy, you become a magnet for the positive compensation that the universe is always offering. Remember, abundance is not just about material wealth, it's about living in a state of joy, fulfillment, and trust that everything you need will come to you at the perfect time. As you align yourself with the energy of abundance, you will begin to see the law of compensation at work, bringing you rewards and opportunities that are in perfect alignment with your highest good. Chapter 8, Giving Back, the Multiplier Effect. One of the most profound principles of the law of compensation is the idea that giving back creates a ripple effect that multiplies the abundance in your life. When you give freely, whether it's your time, energy, knowledge, or resources, you activate a powerful cycle of compensation. The universe responds to your generosity by returning that energy, often in greater measure than what you initially gave. This is what is known as the multiplier effect. In this chapter, we'll explore the significance of giving back, the different ways you can contribute to the world, and how generosity not only benefits those you help but also returns to you in unexpected and often multiplied ways. The more you give, the more the universe compensates you, creating a continuous flow of abundance in your life. The cycle of giving and receiving. The universe operates in cycles of giving and receiving. Just as nature follows the rhythms of the seasons with periods of growth and renewal, our lives follow similar cycles. Giving is an essential part of maintaining this flow. When you give, you create space for the universe to fill that void with new opportunities, resources, and experiences. Imagine a river that flows freely, providing nourishment to everything it touches. If that flow were to stop, if the water were dammed or blocked, the river would stagnate and the life it supports would wither. In the same way, when you stop giving, the flow of energy in your life becomes stagnant. By giving freely, you keep the energy moving, ensuring that abundance continues to flow back to you. The law of compensation guarantees that when you give without expectation, the universe compensates you in kind, often in ways that are far more valuable than what you initially contributed. This is the multiplier effect in action. What you give returns to you multiplied, enriching your life in ways you may not have anticipated. The energy behind giving. The energy behind your acts of giving is just as important as the act itself. The law of compensation rewards genuine generosity when you give from a place of love, kindness, and a desire to make a positive impact. If your giving is motivated by obligation, guilt, or the expectation of getting something in return, the energy you emit is less powerful, and the compensation you receive may not be as abundant. True giving comes from a place of abundance, where you trust that the universe will always provide for you. When you give freely and openly, you are signaling to the universe that you believe in the infinite supply of resources. This energy of trust and abundance amplifies the compensation you receive, as the universe matches the positive energy you've put out into the world. Giving should feel joyful, not burdensome. When you give from a place of joy, the energy you create is uplifting and expansive, allowing the universe to respond with equally expansive rewards. Whether it's giving your time to help a friend, donating to a cause you care about, or sharing your skills with others, when you give with a full heart, the compensation that comes back to you is deeply fulfilling. Forms of giving, beyond money. While financial generosity is an important part of giving, the law of compensation recognizes that there are many other valuable ways to give back. You can give your time, your knowledge, your skills, and even your presence. All of these forms of giving create positive energy and are compensated by the universe in different ways. Giving your time. Time is one of the most precious resources you have. When you offer your time to help someone, whether it's volunteering, mentoring, or simply being there for a friend, you are creating a ripple of positive energy. The compensation for giving your time often comes in the form of deeper relationships, personal fulfillment, and opportunities that align with your goals. Sharing your knowledge and skills. When you share your expertise with others, you are contributing to their growth and success. Whether it's teaching a skill, offering advice, or mentoring someone in their career, the universe compensates your generosity by expanding your own knowledge and skills, often leading to greater professional or personal opportunities. Giving your energy and presence. Sometimes the most powerful form of giving is simply being fully present for someone. In a world where so many people feel disconnected, offering your attention, empathy, and support can be a profound gift. The compensation for emotional generosity is often emotional fulfillment and the deepening of meaningful connections in your life. The ripple effect, impacting lives beyond your own. One of the most beautiful aspects of giving is the ripple effect it creates. When you give to someone, that person is often inspired to give to others, creating a chain reaction of generosity. Your single act of giving can touch countless lives, far beyond what you initially imagined. For example, if you mentor someone and help them achieve success in their career, they may go on to mentor others, creating a legacy of positive impact. The law of compensation recognizes the far-reaching effects of your generosity and rewards you for the impact you've had, not just on one person but on the many lives they touch as well. The ripple effect also works on a global scale. Small acts of generosity, such as donating to a cause or volunteering in your community, contribute to the collective well-being of society. The universe compensates those who contribute to the greater good by aligning them with opportunities, relationships, and experiences that further enhance their lives. The multiplier effect, how giving expands abundance. The multiplier effect of giving is one of the most powerful aspects of the law of compensation. When you give freely and from a place of abundance, the universe returns that energy to you in greater measure. This amplification happens because generosity creates a flow of energy that attracts more of the same. For example, when you donate money to a cause you believe in, you're not just helping others, you're also signaling to the universe that you trust in the flow of abundance. The universe compensates that trust by bringing more financial opportunities into your life, often in unexpected ways. Similarly, when you give your time to help others, you often find that the compensation comes in the form of new connections, personal growth, or even professional opportunities that align with your goals. The more you give, the more you create an energetic flow that attracts abundance back into your life. The multiplier effect works because energy expands. The positive energy you put out into the world through acts of giving grows and spreads, touching more people, creating more opportunities, and ultimately returning to you in amplified ways. The universe recognizes and rewards those who contribute to the flow of abundance by ensuring that they receive more of what they give. Giving without expectation. One of the most important principles of the law of compensation is that true giving must be done without expectation. When you give with the intention of getting something in return, you create an energetic imbalance that blocks the full flow of compensation. The universe rewards those who give selflessly, not those who give with strings attached. Giving without expectation requires a mindset of trust. Trust that the universe will compensate you for your generosity in the right time and form. Sometimes the rewards for your giving may not come immediately, but the law of compensation guarantees that every act of kindness, every moment of generosity, is noticed and will be returned to you when the time is right. When you give without expectation, you are opening yourself to the infinite possibilities of how the universe can compensate you. This allows for compensation to come in unexpected and often more meaningful ways than you could have planned for. The fulfillment of giving, a reward in itself. While the law of compensation ensures that you will be rewarded for your generosity, it's important to recognize that giving is often its own reward. The sense of fulfillment that comes from helping others, making a positive impact, and contributing to something greater than yourself is one of the most profound forms of emotional compensation. When you give, you often experience a deep sense of connection to others, to the world, and to your own purpose. This emotional fulfillment is a powerful form of compensation that enriches your life in ways that go beyond material rewards. The joy of giving, the satisfaction of knowing you've made a difference, and the relationships that are strengthened through your generosity are invaluable rewards that the universe offers to those who give freely. The power of giving back. Giving back is one of the most powerful ways to activate the law of compensation and create a flow of abundance in your life. Whether you give your time, energy, knowledge, or resources, every act of generosity creates a ripple effect that touches others and returns to you in multiplied ways. The more you give, the more you align with the energy of abundance, ensuring that the universe compensates your efforts with greater opportunities, relationships, and experiences. By giving without expectation and from a place of love and trust, you open yourself to the infinite possibilities of how the universe can reward your generosity. Remember, the rewards for giving are not always immediate or tangible, but the law of compensation guarantees that every act of kindness, every moment of generosity, will be returned to you in ways that enrich your life beyond measure. Chapter 9. Patience and Trust in the Process. One of the most challenging aspects of working with the law of compensation is cultivating patience and learning to trust the process. While the law guarantees that every positive action, intention, and effort you put out into the world will return to you, the timing and form of that compensation are not always predictable. In a world that often demands instant gratification, learning to be patient and to trust the universe can feel difficult, but it is an essential part of living in alignment with the law of compensation. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of patience, how to build trust in the process, and how to stay aligned with positive energy even when results don't appear immediately. We'll also discuss how to recognize when compensation is unfolding in ways that might not match your initial expectations, but are still perfectly aligned with your highest good. The timing of the universe. Why compensation isn't always immediate. One of the most frustrating experiences for many people is the delay between their efforts and the compensation they expect. You might be working hard, acting with integrity, and giving generously, yet the results seem slow to arrive. This is when many people start to doubt the process, thinking that their efforts are going unnoticed by the universe. However, the law of compensation is always at work, even when it seems like nothing is happening. The key to understanding this delay is recognizing that the universe operates on its own timing. The energy you put out is always being compensated, but the timing of that compensation is influenced by various factors, some of which may be beyond your current understanding. Sometimes, the universe is orchestrating events behind the scenes, aligning circumstances and people in ways that will eventually bring you the compensation you deserve, but it may take time for everything to come together. Just as seeds take time to grow after being planted, your efforts, intentions, and actions take time to manifest into tangible results. The universe compensates you when the time is right, and this timing is often based on what is best for your growth, development, and long-term success. Trusting the process. Surrendering control. One of the most important lessons the law of compensation teaches is the need to trust the process. This involves letting go of the need to control how and when compensation arrives and surrendering to the flow of the universe. When you focus too much on specific outcomes or try to force results, you create resistance, which blocks the natural flow of compensation. Trusting the process means having faith that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see immediate results. It requires a deep sense of surrender, not giving up on your goals, but releasing your attachment to how they will unfold. When you trust the process, you allow the universe to bring you the compensation you deserve in the most perfect way, even if it doesn't match your expectations. The practice of trust is about letting go of fear and doubt. Often, when results don't come as quickly as we hope, we start to worry that our efforts aren't being rewarded. This fear can create a negative energy that disrupts the flow of compensation. Instead, trust that every positive action you take is setting in motion a chain of events that will eventually return to you in a form that's aligned with your highest good. Patience as a form of faith. Patience is not just the act of waiting, it is a form of faith. It's the belief that the universe is always balancing the scales, even when we can't see the immediate effects. When you practice patience, you signal to the universe that you are confident in the process and that you trust it will compensate you in the right way and at the right time. Impatience, on the other hand, often stems from a sense of lack or fear. When we are impatient, we are essentially telling the universe that we don't trust it to provide for us. This energy of doubt can create blockages that delay the very compensation we are seeking. To cultivate patience, it helps to focus on the present moment and recognize that each step of your journey has value. Instead of constantly looking toward the future and waiting for compensation to arrive, take time to appreciate the growth, learning, and experiences that are happening right now. The more you can stay present and grateful for the process, the more easily compensation will flow into your life. Recognizing the hidden compensation. Sometimes, compensation from the universe doesn't arrive in the way we expect. You might be working hard toward a specific goal, such as a promotion, financial gain, or a new opportunity, and feel disappointed when those things don't materialize. However, the universe may be compensating you in ways that are less obvious but equally valuable. For example, you might be seeking financial abundance but find that, instead of more money, the universe brings you new relationships, experiences, or emotional healing. These forms of compensation are often precursors to the material rewards you desire. The universe may be aligning you with the people, skills, or personal growth you need to handle the abundance that is coming your way. It's important to stay open to the different ways in which compensation can manifest. When you focus solely on one specific form of reward, you might miss the other forms of compensation that are already flowing into your life. Recognizing these hidden rewards helps you maintain a positive mindset, which in turn attracts more compensation. Cultivating resilience in the waiting period. The time between your efforts and the universe's compensation can sometimes feel like a waiting period, and during this time, it's easy to lose motivation or question your path. This is where resilience becomes crucial. Resilience is the ability to keep moving forward, even when the rewards are not immediately visible. To cultivate resilience, focus on the bigger picture. Remember that your journey is not just about achieving specific outcomes, it's about who you are becoming in the process. Every step you take, every challenge you face, and every lesson you learn is contributing to your growth, and that growth is a form of compensation in itself. It also helps to remind yourself that the universe is always watching. No effort goes unnoticed and no positive action is wasted. Even if it feels like nothing is happening on the surface, trust that the energy you've put out is creating ripples that will eventually return to you in meaningful ways. Letting go of expectations, allowing the universe to guide you. One of the reasons people struggle with patience is that they often have specific expectations about how compensation should look and when it should arrive. While it's important to have goals and intentions, becoming too attached to specific outcomes can create disappointment when things don't unfold as planned. The universe often has a bigger and better plan for you than the one you've imagined. By letting go of rigid expectations and allowing the universe to guide you, you open yourself to receiving compensation that is in perfect alignment with your highest good. This doesn't mean abandoning your dreams, it means staying open to the unexpected ways in which they might manifest. Sometimes, the universe compensates you by redirecting you toward an opportunity that is even better than what you originally envisioned. When you trust the process and let go of control, you allow the universe to bring you compensation in ways that exceed your expectations. Signs that compensation is on its way. Although the law of compensation doesn't always provide immediate results, there are often signs that compensation is on its way. These signs can come in the form of synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, or a sense of flow in your life. Pay attention to these signals, as they are often the universe's way of letting you know that your efforts are being rewarded. Some common signs that compensation is unfolding include increased opportunities. New doors begin to open, often in areas you hadn't considered. Positive changes in relationships. You attract supportive, like-minded people into your life. Inner peace and clarity. You feel more aligned with your purpose and confident in your path. Small but meaningful rewards. Unexpected gifts, opportunities, or recognition come your way. These signs may not always be dramatic, but they are indicators that the energy you've been putting out is returning to you in positive ways. By recognizing these small rewards, you can stay motivated and trust that the bigger compensation is on its way. Trusting the universe's timing. Patience and trust are essential components of working with the law of compensation. While the rewards for your efforts may not always be immediate, the universe is constantly working to align you with the compensation you deserve. By trusting the process, letting go of expectations, and staying open to the different forms that compensation can take, you allow the universe to bring you abundance in the perfect time and way. Remember, the waiting period is not wasted time. Every moment is an opportunity for growth, learning, and preparation for the abundance that is coming your way. Trust that the universe is always working in your favor, and that compensation will arrive when the time is right, often in ways that exceed your expectations. Chapter 10. Becoming a Magnet for Positive Compensation. Throughout this book, we've explored the intricacies of the law of compensation and how it operates in every area of your life, from finances and relationships to emotional healing and personal growth. By understanding how this law works, you've learned that the energy you put out into the universe, through thoughts, actions, and intentions, inevitably returns to you. Now, in this final chapter, We'll focus on how you can become a magnet for positive compensation, continuously attracting abundance, opportunities, and rewards in all areas of your life. Becoming a magnet for positive compensation involves aligning yourself with universal principles, cultivating the right mindset, and taking purposeful action. It's about creating an energetic field that naturally attracts what you want while also contributing positively to the lives of others. Step 1. Cultivating an abundance mindset. The first and most important step to becoming a magnet for positive compensation is to develop an abundance mindset. This means shifting your perspective from scarcity and lack to one of abundance and possibility. The universe is abundant, and there is always more than enough for everyone. This is a fundamental truth of the law of compensation. To cultivate an abundance mindset, start by paying attention to your thoughts. If you find yourself constantly thinking, "There's not enough," or "I'll never have what I need," you're reinforcing a scarcity mentality that blocks the flow of positive compensation. Instead, replace those thoughts with affirmations of abundance, such as, "I am worthy of receiving abundance. There is always more than enough for me. The universe provides for me in unexpected and wonderful ways." When you believe that the universe is full of possibilities and resources, you open yourself up to receiving more of them. Gratitude is also a key part of an abundance mindset. By regularly practicing gratitude for what you already have, you create the energetic conditions for the universe to give you even more. Step 2. Aligning intentions with purpose. Your intentions are the driving force behind your actions, and the law of compensation responds to those intentions. To attract positive compensation, it's essential to align your intentions with your higher purpose. This means acting not only for personal gain but also to contribute to the well-being of others and the world around you. When your actions are driven by love, kindness, and a desire to create positive change, you align with the flow of universal energy, and the compensation you receive is amplified. On the other hand, if your intentions are rooted in selfishness or fear, the compensation you receive may be limited or even negative. Take time to reflect on your goals and desires. Ask yourself, what is my true purpose? How can I use my talents and resources to benefit others? Are my intentions aligned with the greater good? When you act with integrity and purpose, you create an energetic field that naturally attracts positive compensation, often in the form of opportunities, relationships, and experiences that support your growth and fulfillment. Step 3. Taking inspired action. While having the right mindset and intentions is important, action is what sets the law of compensation in motion. The universe responds to the energy you generate through your actions, so it's essential to take steps that align with your intentions and goals. However, not all actions are equal. To become a magnet for positive compensation, focus on taking inspired action. This means acting from a place of alignment with your intuition and higher self, rather than simply working harder or doing more for the sake of it. Inspired action feels effortless and energizing. It's when you're fully connected to your purpose and the universe's flow, and your actions are guided by a sense of clarity and direction. When you take inspired action, the universe compensates you by opening doors and bringing you opportunities that are in harmony with your intentions. To take inspired action, regularly tune into your inner guidance. Ask yourself, what is the next step that feels right? How can I move forward in a way that is aligned with my purpose? What feels exciting and meaningful to me? By acting on these insights, you align yourself with the energy of abundance, and the universe responds by bringing you the compensation you desire. Step 4. Surrounding yourself with positive energy. The people, environments, and experiences you surround yourself with have a significant impact on your energy and, by extension, the compensation you attract. To become a magnet for positive compensation, it's important to cultivate an environment that supports your growth and aligns with the energy of abundance. Start by examining your relationships. Are you surrounded by people who uplift, inspire, and support you? Or are there individuals in your life who drain your energy and reinforce negativity? The universe compensates the energy you give out, and if you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it's difficult to attract positive compensation. Make a conscious effort to spend time with people who encourage your growth and support your dreams. Create environments that feel inspiring and nurturing, whether it's your home, workspace, or social circles. When you fill your life with positive energy, you naturally attract more of it. It's also important to engage in activities that raise your vibration. This could include meditation, spending time in nature, exercising, or engaging in creative pursuits that bring you joy. The more aligned you are with high-vibration activities and environments, the more you'll magnetize positive compensation into your life. Step 5. Letting go of resistance. One of the most common blocks to receiving compensation is resistance. Resistance often comes in the form of fear, doubt, or attachment to specific outcomes. When you're overly focused on controlling how compensation arrives, you create energetic blockages that can delay or limit the rewards you receive. To become a magnet for positive compensation, practice letting go of resistance and trusting that the universe will bring you what you need in the perfect time and form. This involves releasing the need to micromanage outcomes and embracing a sense of surrender. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on your goals. It means allowing the universe to guide you toward the best possible outcome. By trusting the process and staying open to how compensation may show up, you create space for the universe to bring you even greater rewards than you initially imagined. Step 6. Giving generously and freely. As we discussed in earlier chapters, giving is a powerful way to activate the flow of compensation. The more you give freely and generously, without expectation, the more you create an energetic cycle of abundance that flows back to you in multiplied ways. To become a magnet for positive compensation, focus on giving from a place of love and abundance. Whether you're giving your time, knowledge, resources, or support, do so with the intention of making a positive impact on others. When you give selflessly, the universe compensates you by bringing more opportunities for abundance into your life. Remember, generosity doesn't always involve money. You can give in many ways, by being present for someone, offering encouragement, sharing your skills, or contributing to a cause you care about. The universe recognizes all forms of generosity and responds by multiplying the energy you've put out into the world. Step 7. Practicing consistency. Finally, to become a magnet for positive compensation, it's important to practice consistency. The law of compensation rewards not only your actions but also your persistence and commitment. Positive compensation doesn't always arrive immediately, but by staying consistent in your efforts, you build momentum that eventually leads to powerful results. Consistency doesn't mean doing the same thing over and over. It means regularly aligning your thoughts, actions, and intentions with your highest goals and purpose. When you consistently take steps that move you in the direction of your desires, you create a strong energetic foundation that attracts compensation in the form of opportunities, relationships, and abundance. By remaining patient and committed to the process, you signal to the universe that you're ready to receive, and the compensation you've been waiting for will inevitably arrive. Living as a magnet for abundance. Becoming a magnet for positive compensation is about aligning your entire being, your thoughts, actions, intentions, and energy, with the universal flow of abundance. When you cultivate an abundance mindset, act with purpose, and give freely, you create the conditions for the universe to continuously compensate you in ways that enrich every aspect of your life. Remember, the law of compensation is always at work. The energy you put out into the world, whether through kindness, effort, or generosity, is always being returned to you. By living in alignment with this law, you ensure that you are constantly attracting the compensation you deserve. Compensation that not only fulfills your desires but also helps you grow into the best version of yourself. As you move forward, continue to trust in the process, stay open to the unexpected, and embrace the flow of abundance that is always available to you. You are a magnet for positive compensation, and the universe is ready to reward your efforts in ways that exceed your wildest expectations. Conclusion: living in harmony with the law of compensation. Throughout this journey, we have delved deeply into the law of compensation, a universal principle that governs how energy flows and returns to you based on the actions, intentions, and thoughts you put into the world. This law operates quietly but powerfully in the background of your life, ensuring that what you give comes back to you in some form. Whether it's through financial abundance, emotional rewards, spiritual growth, or personal fulfillment, the universe is constantly responding to the energy you emit. As you move forward, it's important to remember that the law of compensation isn't just about receiving. It's about living in harmony with the universe. It's about recognizing that your actions matter, that your thoughts shape your reality, and that every effort, whether big or small, contributes to the flow of energy that determines what you attract into your life. Key takeaways. In this book, we've covered many aspects of the law of compensation, including how it affects different areas of your life: financial, emotional, spiritual, and relational. Let's briefly revisit the key principles you can apply to continue living in alignment with this universal law. 1. The universal principle of giving and receiving. What you give is what you receive. Every thought, action, and intention you send into the universe is mirrored back to you in some form. The more you give, whether in kindness, effort, or energy, the more the universe compensates you. 2. The power of intentions and actions. Intentions are the seeds of your actions. Aligning your intentions with positive energy, purpose, and integrity allows you to create a powerful foundation for receiving compensation. Actions based on pure, heartfelt intentions are rewarded with greater opportunities and abundance. 3. Financial and material compensation. Creating value for others leads to material compensation. By cultivating skills, working with purpose, and providing solutions that benefit others, you align yourself with financial rewards. The universe compensates those who contribute positively to the world. 4. Emotional compensation, healing, and growth. Emotional investments in kindness, empathy, and love return in the form of emotional fulfillment, personal growth, and deeper connections. By healing yourself and others, you open the door to emotional compensation that brings peace and happiness into your life. 5. Overcoming challenges, the hidden rewards. Every challenge carries hidden rewards. Through patience, resilience, and trust in the process, you uncover the gifts embedded in life's obstacles. The universe compensates those who persevere through difficulties with growth, strength, and wisdom. 6. Karma and compensation. Your actions, both positive and negative, create ripples in the universe that eventually return to you. By resolving karmic imbalances and focusing on generating positive energy, you align yourself with rewarding compensation that helps clear past debts and bring about new opportunities. 7. Aligning with the energy of abundance. Abundance is a state of mind. By cultivating an abundance mindset, practicing gratitude, and trusting in the limitless nature of the universe, you open yourself to receiving compensation in all forms: emotional, spiritual, and material. 8. Giving back, the multiplier effect. Generosity amplifies abundance. By giving freely and without expectation, you create a cycle of energy that returns to you multiplied. The universe rewards acts of generosity with increased opportunities, relationships, and emotional fulfillment. 9. Patience and trust in the process. Compensation doesn't always arrive immediately. Patience and trust in the universe are essential in allowing the process to unfold in its own time. By letting go of control and trusting that your efforts are always noticed, you align yourself with the flow of abundance. 10. Becoming a magnet for positive compensation. Living in harmony with the law of compensation makes you a magnet for positive energy. By aligning your thoughts, actions, and intentions with the universal flow, you create an environment where abundance naturally flows into your life. Your consistent efforts and alignment with higher purposes ensure that you are continuously compensated in ways that support your growth and fulfillment. Your role in the universe. One of the most important lessons the law of compensation teaches us is that we are all co-creators of our lives. You have the power to influence your experiences by consciously choosing your actions, thoughts, and intentions. Every moment is an opportunity to send out energy that will eventually return to you, shaped by the choices you make today. As you apply the principles in this book, remember that the universe is always listening. The energy you invest, whether in your relationships, career, or personal development, will come back to you in ways that reflect the care, effort, and love you've put in. Trust that your journey is always unfolding in perfect timing and that the universe is always working to compensate you in alignment with your highest good. Embracing the flow of abundance. The flow of abundance is constant and ever-present. By living in alignment with the law of compensation, you can tap into this flow and experience the rewards of a life well lived. This requires trust, patience, and a deep belief in the infinite possibilities available to you. Whenever you find yourself doubting the process or feeling discouraged, return to the key principles outlined in this book. Reaffirm your commitment to giving, align your actions with purpose, and trust that compensation is always on its way. Remember that abundance is not just about material wealth. It's about living in a state of gratitude, peace, and fulfillment that permeates every aspect of your life. Final words, you are deserving. As you continue your journey, always remember this. You are deserving of everything the universe has to offer. Whether it's financial success, emotional healing, or spiritual growth, the universe is ready to compensate you for the energy you've put into the world. By living with intention, taking inspired action, and trusting the process, you will receive what you truly deserve. Embrace your role as a co-creator, and let the law of compensation guide you toward a life filled with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. The universe is always ready to reward you. Now it's up to you to stay open, aligned, and ready to receive.